Yay! All right. I think, am I recording? It's not red.
Yep. It says it's recording.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right. All right. We're recording. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, Jen and Liz. I'm going to record this so everyone who could not make it will benefit from hearing all of this good stuff. So I thought this was actually Jen's idea. I had totally forgotten. I used to do calls. I mean, we used to do calls every month and every other, we even tried them like once a week, every other week. And sometimes people call in a bunch and sometimes it was just me and Dee on calls. So I always love the idea of having them and I will continue to have them if people show up. If people don't show up, then I won't have them. But so this was Jen's idea for us to have this. And I think it's a great idea because it's the start of the new year, start of a new month, and we've got a new program coming up. So that being said, I just want to give a quick couple bits of advice regarding Transform 20. Transform 20 comes out Monday. There is that hybrid calendar that I have posted that you can choose to do or not to do. No matter what you're doing, I do recommend that you try some of the workouts, especially if you're going to use a step, to go ahead and get started and get used to the step. Now, Shanti scares me on a good day on the ground, let's just be honest. But you put them on
hard.
Yeah. What's that, Liz?
Hard. That 20-minute sample workout that I did, it was hard.
Yeah, no, it's hard and it's on a step. So my biggest concern about us doing this program is I just want everybody to be safe. I don't want people to like twist their ankle or slip and fall or hi Dee.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good. I've already started. I'm talking about Transform 20.
That's fine.
So what I would love for everyone to do is to be sure you watch all of the prep and safety videos for Transform 20 and to at least try the sample workout, try the 10 or 15 minute workout, and just get used to it. Even if you can't make it all the way through, even if you have to stop and catch your breath, whatever, like for this next week, I would rather have everyone just try to get used to the step than just start off next Monday with it. Again, I am just really worried. I just don't want anybody to get hurt because just a little bit that I've already done it. There have been a couple of times I have almost fallen off, twisted my ankle, slipped. You just want to get used to it. It is much smaller than, like, for those of us who did step aerobics either in the 80s or 90s, it's a lot smaller, which I love, but I just want everyone to be careful. If you are doing it on a hardwood floor, you should have some sort of pad, jump mat kind of thing underneath it so that it won't slip. Again, that's why you're testing it out this week, testing it out maybe next weekend, just to make sure it's all going to work for you. And just be sure, like I said, you watch the safety video. And I feel like there's another video, but I can't remember what it's called. Do you know, Jen?
No.
Yeah. I'm looking it up really quickly. Oh, how to modify. So they're short. So there's Get Ready to Transform, which is 7 minutes, How to Modify, which is 5 minutes, Step Safety, which is 3 minutes. The other big thing that I am preaching with this program is take it at your own pace. There's nothing wrong with take it at your own pace. It goes fast. Most of the cast members go really fast. If you watch some of those people and how fast they're going, it's like, holy cow. That one guy, the guy that smokes too, which is unbelievable to me that guy can smoke and get across that step that fast. Hi, Jen. Yes, what do you want to say, Jen?
Hi, other Jen. What I will say is, though, those people who are going fast, they recorded those probably at the end of the thing.
That is true. That is true. That's something.
Not compare yourself to the cast.
That's true. The videos that are out now that we have access to, they were recorded after everybody went through 6 weeks of it. So the videos that come out on Monday, they will be done in real time, which means like their day one. The first video is their day one. The second video is their day two. So we really follow along with them. So just keep that in mind. I just don't want anybody, like, I am really competitive and I will try to beat the people on TV and whatnot. And just know it's Shanti. You can take it at your own pace and you will get better. Like I've been really surprised with the Transformers and those, I can't remember what they're called. The side thingies where you step and count. Like, I can't believe how much I've improved just by sticking with it. So just keep that in mind. The last thing I'll say about Transform 20 is there is an exclusive coach test group where Shanti will be doing daily motivational kind of posts and videos for anyone who is interested in jumping in that. Just reach out to your coach and we can tell you how you can get in that. You will also get all the motivation and inspiration from our group, but it's always amazing to hear from the actual trainer and get to know his advice. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Also, I should do a post about that. Or do you want to do a post about that, Jen, since you're holding the book?
Sure.
Thank you. Just take a picture of the book and just remind people. So Shanti has written a book. I guess it's a autobiography, right? A memoir. And it's called T is for Transformation. And he has just a crazy background that he is very open, very open about. Like sometimes I have to be careful that my kids aren't around with him talking about it because he just like lays it all out. He was sexually abused for a very long time as a child. He's very open about it. And you know, that is a big part of his story. So I know a lot of us see him and see how he is right now. And he is in shape and crazy fit and so positive and you know, seems to have it all, but it's amazing like what he has gone through to get to where he is. So there's a lot of inspiration there and in that book, and a lot of us are going to be reading that book while we do Transform 20. So that's all I want to say about Transform 20. Anybody have any questions about Transform 20? And then I'm just going to talk in general about things and then let y'all ask questions and answer questions. Any questions about Transform 20? Anyone?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. All right. So let's just talk in general about the group, about the program, about tips, about just everything. And then I'll talk for just a few minutes and then leave time for questions. And then if y'all want to add anything in, I mean, I don't have all the answers. I can tell you I've been doing this for 3.5 years, and I can tell you what I see the women do time and time again that are really successful and how to be successful. But again, there's really no right or wrong way. So my number one advice is that you just have to start. You have to start somewhere. A lot of people get wrapped up depending upon your personality. You might want to read through everything and then watch everything. And then, you know, and you get trapped in reading and planning and you don't take any action. As with everything, just taking some sort of action every day, every week is going to help you. Some people like to just dive right in and make 100% of the changes from day one. Some people don't. For me, that's how I had to do it. I had to make this drastic change. I had to wake up. I had to plan everything out. I had to, you know, carry around my little lunchbox cooler, even when I was just going to the post office, just in case I got stuck and I got hungry. So it's totally up to you and your personality and what you feel works for you. A lot of people just ease into it and they start off with baby steps. And the first thing they do is the easiest, which is drink more water. And then, you know, they just keep adding in things every week. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just that you are taking action every day, every week, and not getting stuck in, well, I haven't watched all the 2B Mindset videos, and I don't know how to do this, and I don't know how to do that, and I forgot what a red was, and I couldn't remember, so I didn't track it, and I didn't do this, and like you get wrapped up in all these details, and these programs can be overwhelming when you first start, but the thing to remember, it's a lifestyle. It's something that you want to learn step by, you know, little bit by little bit, so that it truly does become a lifestyle. And at this, like I remember I first started, and I could not keep up with, you know, what counted, like oranges and blues really confused me, and I just couldn't keep up with oranges and blues and what was what. And tracking things and keep just and measuring and all that. And now, I mean, 3.5 years in, like it is just second nature. And it was second nature really 3.5 months in, so it doesn't take long. Every week you get better. Stick with it. I say this time and time again, and anybody who's been with me for a long time is probably tired of me saying this, but it's so true. It's not about perfection. It's just about consistency over time. If you're consistent, if you stick with these things, it's the compound effect. It is making these small daily changes that add up over time. And the longer I do this, the more ginormous changes I see just from making really small changes 3.5 years ago. And it's truly unbelievable. It truly works. And there at this point in time, since I've been doing this 3.5 years, I have several ladies who've been with me for 3 years. Many people who've been with me for over 2 years, and they are all living proof of how that concept works, of just making these small daily changes, and they add up to really, really big things. Everybody comes in, you want to feel better, you want to lose weight immediately, you want to have all these things happen, and they will. But again, it's just about that consistency over time and not getting wrapped up with perfection. We all skip workouts. We all have cheeseburgers. We all, have dessert and like I said, skip workouts and forget to drink water and all that kind of stuff. But the majority of the days we are sticking to this, and that is why it works for us. I lost my train of thought. A huge part of this that, and again, some of this, as you, again, I said, you want to make these small daily changes, and every week you might add in something new, or you might just jump in like I did and just do it all at once as best you can. The one thing that goes along with this, that sometimes it takes people a while to add it in, but the sooner you add it in, the better, is personal development. Personal development used to be called self-help. It's basically, we're here in this app for everyone. There's so much motivation. There's accountability. There's information. There's a place to get lifted up. There's a place to get, advice. But it only works if you click on the app and open it every day, a couple times a day. If you're not doing that, then you're not going to get the benefit of it. But what I will say is personal development fills in those gaps, because again, the app is so motivating and the group is so motivating. We have an amazing group of women, but the key for me has always been just flooding my brain and rewiring all of the, junk that I've had in my brain for so many years, just rewiring that and flooding all the bad stuff out with good personal development. So there was a post last week with some recommendations. There's a file in the file section on the Facebook page that just has, there's no reason not to do it. I know that sometimes I might, be crazy about a book. And what I always tell people is just go read the description of the book. Go Google that author and look for a YouTube video or a TED Talk and just check it out and see if they speak to you. If they don't speak to you, skip to the next recommendation and see if that one speaks to you. There have been plenty of books I've recommended that people have hated that I have just totally loved, and they've been life-changing for me. But I truly do believe that there's something out there for everybody. And the longer you put that off, how do I say this? I don't want to be too dramatic, but I feel like the longer you put that piece off, the longer, what am I trying to say, Jen? Please fill in blanks.
I'm trying to say, if you don't do personal development, you're probably not going to get the results that you want.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. It just goes hand in hand. And again, I've been doing this long enough to tell you, yeah, sure, there are some people who come in and they make these tweaks with their diets. They get this amazing result right off the bat. And you're like, oh my gosh. But the majority of the women who come into this group, it is 40 plus years of stuff that you're trying to change. And, you got to do something to fuel your brain and your soul and your spirit to keep you going. So that is one of my biggest recommendations, is doing that. Everything else, whether you're doing, 2B Mindset or Portion Fix, and regardless of what workout program you're doing, I mean, really, it's just a choice of just making the decision to do it. It's not, there really are no secrets. It is, follow the plan as is. I've seen many people over the years try to, do their own thing or come up with their own thing or come up with their own program. And I mean, these programs have been tested so much. They've been like carefully, developed, and like if you follow these programs, you will get results. What am I leaving out? Hi, Summer. You must be muted. I see your face though. Yeah, you're muted.
Hi.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries. I made sure my kids were in bed at like 7 because I was like, it's back to school tomorrow. Y'all got to get in bed. You trying to say something, Jen?
I have a little list because I know
Please tell me
some
your
of my people who are going to be brand new who actually aren't on the call right now.
Mhm.
But I just wanted to go over the basics. Was like logging into,
Yes.
well, first of all, downloading the Challenge Tracker app
Yes.
and checking into that every day. Downloading Beachbody on demand or logging in and checking it out because there's program materials. Not everybody knows about Portion Fix. So when you're talking about different colors, at least when I started, I came from a Weight Watchers background where everything had points and I had to kind of transition to colors and things like that. And then they threw in the whole 2B mindset. And so a lot of that information is on Beachbody on demand or the Beachbody blog.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good resource. And also I wanted to talk about Shakeology because that's an important part as well. People will say, well, I want to be part of the challenge group, but I don't really know about these shakes. That's part of the thing. It's like, give it a shot, try it. It's all a complete package. It's like doing the personal development, it's doing the exercise, and doing the nutrition plan. That is part of the nutrition plan. So it's not really tough love, but it's like, if you're not drinking the shakes, you're probably, I mean, at least me, I feel like shit if I don't drink my shake.
I haven't missed a shake in 3.5 years. I mean, it's like, I don't know, at this point, over 1,200 days. And
Wow.
I'm scared to miss it at this point. I mean, it cured, serious stomach problems that I was having, and it helps with my horrible sugar tooth that I have that like gets out of control certain times of the year. And I mean, it just, and also, I mean, for me, the 2 easiest things that I can do every day that I've done every day, well, actually even water sometimes is hard for me, but shake, I can have a shake every day. Like I can have a shake every day. And there's something about it now, like I'm like Pavlov's dog. I have my shake and it encourages me to make healthier choices. And it encourages, like, it just is like this mental thing. Like I have it and I'm like, yep, I'm good. One other thing that I'll say that I forgot to mention, there are 3 prep emails and videos that go along with that. Yes, I know they need to be updated. I was going to get to that last week, and then, we bought this company, and things are a little bit busier than I had anticipated. I don't know why I thought that, like, that was not going to be that hectic and crazy, but it was. So I have not had the chance to redo those videos. The main thing that you will miss if you watch the videos and read the emails, I did it before 2B Mindset ever came out. So if you're doing 2B Mindset and you're like, well, she didn't even talk about 2B Mindset and this stuff, that is why. Just use the same general concepts for how to prep every week and how to set yourself up for success and how, things to do to be successful. That's all the same. That has not changed. Like food prep, whether you're doing 2B Mindset or whether you're doing Portion Fix, it doesn't really matter. Just pick a day and do it. Some days, and keep it simple. Like, there are some people that do food prep and they will package 7 days of meals and put them in the little containers that you can get on Amazon that like Autumn uses. But you know what I did for food prep today? I washed some fruits and vegetables, and what else did I do? Oh, I made my little shake bags. That's what I did. Like, and it's amazing how don't discount how really simple things like that are going to set you up for success. Like, I started doing my little shake bags in December, and all I do is I put ice, frozen fruit, spinach, and I even put my peanut butter in there. I stick them in the freezer for the entire week. And it's crazy how that little simple step has made my life so much easier. So don't think that you have to make, like, spend Sunday roasting sweet potatoes and baking chicken and like doing all this stuff. Truly, it can be as easy as making sure you have, you know, some fruits and vegetables ready to eat, so that you are not coming home from work, or you're not waking up in the morning like, oh my God, I'm starving, I'm just going to reach for my kid's Pop-Tart, or oh my God, I'm starving, I'm going to order a pizza. Like, at least you have something there to calm you down until you can, you know, figure out something healthier than, you know, what you normally would choose. So
this is just ground turkey that I can just throw into soup or add to pasta or whatever. And then this is some chili that I made. It's like 2 cups, but I can just take this to work. It's frozen.
yeah.
And so
Yeah. So stuff like that, that's all in the prep emails and videos. But, you know, again, 2B Mindset is not in all the prep stuff, but similar concept. Just apply all of that to whatever program you are doing. Something popped into my head and I've already forgotten it. I can't remember.
middle-aged lady body.
You ain't kidding. Oh my gosh. I know. I don't know. I can't remember now. Do y'all have any questions? Any questions? Yeah. Any questions? Anything I left off for those of y'all who've been around for a while?
I have a question. When you said you put peanut butter in your shake, do you use the powder? Okay.
I use real peanut butter. It's up to you. A lot of people use the powder. My husband uses the powder and loves the powder. I personally, I still need real peanut butter, and that is just me. And some days it gets out of control and I have to reel it in, and I'll start using the peanut butter powder because we have it. But most days, if I measure and I stick to it, then I'm okay with the peanut butter.
And how much do you put in there?
For the peanut butter? Or
Yeah.
for the peanut butter powder?
Peanut butter.
For peanut butter, I will put in, I mean, I used to measure it and be really specific, at probably 2 teaspoons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For the
And
peanut
then I have
butter
one more
powder,
question.
for the peanut butter powder, I put more. For the peanut butter powder, I actually have an old Shakeology scoop in there, and I will put a whole scoop of PB2 in there. But that kind of stuff. See, I'm doing 2B Mindset now.
Yeah.
So 2B Mindset doesn't measure, but you know, again, there are times when I know I'm eating way too much peanut butter, but it just kind of, it just kind of depends. I think Autumn's rule is, so peanut butter would be a teaspoon. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Depends
thought.
on-
And I was like, wow, I love peanut butter.
Yeah, it depends on what bracket you're in and how many teaspoons you get a day. I mean, I think that's why a lot of women do like the peanut butter powder, because like when I did Portion Fix, I didn't count the peanut butter powder.
Yeah.
I didn't count it as a teaspoon anyway. But some of those things, it just kind of depends. Like, I've been doing this for 3.5 years and I am totally in maintenance mode. And so, you know, when I first started, like I said, I did everything by the book. Sure, did I have days where I went over on yellows and didn't get enough green? Yes. But those first 21 days, when I did my very first round of 21-day fix, I mean, like I said, I was carrying around my little cooler in my car. I was planning out my lunches. I was trying recipes. I felt so miserable. That is what I had to do to like kick it, because you know, I mean, but I also ate a lot of junk food. If you're starting already, like I saw what you posted for what you're eating for dinner tonight. or what you ate
Yeah.
for tonight. I mean, if you've been eating like that, probably just some small tweaks of portions, that might be all you need to do,
Right.
But if you were like me, I mean, like I said, I was eating total junk, total processed foods, too much sugar, not enough vegetables. So I felt like I really needed the guidance, and I really needed to follow like the portion fix system.
Yeah, I lost some of my containers. But I can't find them.
Well,
But,
you know that there is there's a document in the file section that tells you what each container measures in like cups and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Let me
And
know if
that's
you
on
can't.
Facebook?
Yeah. Let me know if you can't find it, and I'll tag you.
Okay. Is that on your page on the?
Yeah, the Let Your Soul Shine. So when I
Okay.
talk about our Facebook group, that's the Let Your Soul Shine accountability page. That's where in the file section you'll find meal plans and recipes and that document I
That's
just
right.
told you about. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably like, I don't know. I'll find it and I'll tag you because I have no idea what it's called.
Okay.
Guys, what else did I leave out? Anything? There's so much. I mean, there's really so much that I could tell you.
I would just say don't be afraid to ask questions or ask for suggestions, or even if you're having a hard time, let us know, because we can't read minds.
This is true. This is true. And this is where my tough love part is going to come in. So I've been thinking a lot about this the past couple days and weeks. And, and I'm saying this not to anyone on this call. I'm just saying this since I'm recording this and I'm going to be posting it in the group. That I'm saying this to everybody in the entire Facebook page who's ever been a part of it. Like, we are here as your coaches, but we cannot drag you. I cannot convince you to do these things. To a certain point, you have to decide that you're going to do this for yourself. For the past several months, I feel like I have just been begging and pleading women to take care of themselves and to put themselves first and to, to do these things. And, I'm tired. And so it occurred to me, I'm like, I'm here for everybody, but after a while you have to come to us, and you also have to trust us that like the advice that we are giving, like it works. It just works. I mean, I've been doing it. Jen's been doing it. Jen, Summer, we've all been doing it. And everything, that we tell you, it works. And do I struggle? Sure. Do I skip workouts? Oh my gosh, of course I do. Do I hit snooze in the morning? I do. Do I eat too many desserts sometimes? Yes. Do I drink too much? Sure. Do I eat cheeseburgers? I still do. I am human. But I also, again, the majority of my days, I make the decision to make healthier choices. I make the decision to flood my brain with some kind of positive audio when I'm having a bad day. I make the decision to meditate. I challenge myself right now. Like meditation went out the window in December, and now I'm challenging myself to beat my longest streak, which is 13 days. And so get competitive with yourself. That's your competition. The competition is not anybody you see in the group who's been doing this for a while or anybody who just started with you. The competition is you, and do things to keep it fun so that you keep going and stay motivated. All right, Jen, you talk for a sec while I try to find this document for Liz and tag her.
What would you like me to say? And I'll,
I really like that you said that your competition is you.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I love that.
Well, Jen B, I want you to talk actually, because you know what? I did our coach introduction thing, and I started thinking about it. I was like, I know you have, but really, I don't think you've ever skipped a workout. Like when you commit to something, you truly do stick to it. And like out of everybody in the group, when I think of someone who just sticks to a program and sticks to like like when you were training for that triathlon and stuff, like you stick to things. And I love that. I love that. You got to tell us your secrets.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was insane. But
let's
even
just
with the
say
basic
that
programs, like I feel like, I mean, you complete programs. You are consistent, like Dee just said. You were so consistent with exercise.
I mean, part of it is the way I was raised,
Mhm.
honestly.
Well, and I love it. I mean, and you know what? Do you know who the second most consistent person is in our group? Your mom.
Well, let me just tell you something about my mom. I know she's not on the call tonight, I don't think, because she was too tired, but you know, she's someone who has a really a good firm work ethic, but she was never a physically active person.
Mhm.
Like I never knew her to be a person who would work out. And
That surprises me because she's so consistent.
but she's doing so good on this, and that's
She
why
really is.
I know she hasn't posted any pictures, but I'm watching her body transform.
Wow.
Like it's amazing.
And how old is she?
She's
60?
65.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, I thought she'd been that way forever because it just seems so natural. Like her posts are so positive, and it just always seems like that's amazing.
She was always a resentful person. And I don't like to say that about a lot of people, but I could tell because she wasn't happy with herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's nice to see her not be so much like that anymore. So that's good.
Aww,
but as far as like for me, I don't know.
You know this is being recorded and she's going to see that.
That's okay.
That's good.
I mean, I think that maybe
talk about my mom
hearing that, you know, well, I don't know. But
no, I think you're saying
as far as
really...
for me goes, I mean, I shouldn't say I've skipped workouts. There's been days where I'm like, you know, I cannot do this program today. And so I do something different, whether it be yoga but I do honestly take Sundays off. And that was one of the things that, you know, I posted this morning on Facebook is that I take Sundays off. I literally do not do anything on Sundays. I might stretch, I might foam roll, but I do not work out on Sundays.
Yeah. No, but
I think that started, honestly, I think that started with 80 Day of Session.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of my scheduling now came from that. Even with my eating, I posted that the other day. I mean, it took me months to learn how to eat again. So,
yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know what the consistency is. I don't know. I think it's just
You've obviously made the connection that it's, you know, it's taken me I mentally know that there's a connection between I need to do this for my mental health and I need to do this for, you know, my physical health and everything. But there are days I can totally convince myself otherwise.
Well, that's why I can't go I shouldn't say I can't go to the gym anymore, but that's why I think that a lot of us were those people that had gym memberships and hardly ever went because we had made every excuse in the book as to why we didn't need to be there today.
Yeah.
Or why we never made it there because of X, Y, and Z.
Right.
I had to go because I had to teach classes, but
well, Jen, but you're not teaching those now.
I know.
So that's, you know, and it's just like the same thing like Cece was saying with the shake. I seriously think, and it might be like the Pavlov thing, but I swear if I do not have a shake first thing in the morning, I don't know what to do with myself. It's like the rest of my day is like like an idiosyncrasy. Like I don't know what to do if I don't have my shake.
Yeah, same here.
And then what I've started doing since I'm doing Living Your Best Year Ever and tracking stuff, I'm actually writing down in my planner the workout I'm going to do every single morning. You know, if that changes, but if I get that down 6 a.m., I'm doing this, I'm more likely to do it because I can talk myself into, oh, I'll do it when I get home from work. And then I do it, but then I really don't want to do it. So that's what I'm doing to get me motivated.
Yeah.
So Jen, you always do your workouts after work?
No, I don't. I usually do them in the morning, but the last few months I've gotten out of the habit because I had a bum elbow. And after shift shop, it was like, free for all.
It was.
Do whatever. I did stuff, but not really. Can I do a side note here real quick? I thought of something I want to mention. Because I was talking to somebody yesterday and she asked about the tracker app and taking photos of yourselves and measuring and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that we encourage you to take before photos and measurements. And it is up to you as to whether or not you want to share those with anybody. That's just for your record and your information, and nobody is going to be lurking at your photos unless you give your coach permission to do
and
that.
There's a post about it last week, and I also cover that in the prep emails and videos. I know it's not fun. Nobody ever wants to take before pictures, but I cannot tell you time and time again how many people who say, God, I wish I'd taken before pictures.
I'm taking
Right.
Lots of videos.
Yes. I mean, even if you just take a before picture in a tank top and shorts, you don't have to be in a bikini. You don't have to be in workout clothes. You don't have to wear, like, there was one group I had one time when I first started, everybody posted their pictures on Facebook in bra and panties. And I was like, ladies, did I ever say that? Like, just, put on a tank top and some shorts. Or just take a picture of, I have a lot of people who don't want to see their whole body. They just take a picture of their midsection. I mean, there's so many ways that your body will change. And I do believe that you should take a full picture and whatever, but even just a couple pictures, even just a picture of your face, sometimes your face, even, I mean, that you see it in your face first sometimes. So,
your boobs or your underwear.
True. That too. All right. I don't want this call to be too long, because if it's too long, the recording is too long and people won't watch it. So, any other questions? Liz, I just found that document and I tagged you in it.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. All right. I'm going to stop recording and then